Happy Thanksgiving all. Hi all, this is Sam and welcome to your own Mostly Basics. Let me start by saying I'm completely fed up now. I'm currently on Social Security and how everybody treats us pushed me to start this channel to share all news updates and show you all the true face of elected officials without any fluff. So many people told us so many things at the time of voting about Social Security increases, Social Security stimulus checks, but nothing seems to be happening now. Yes, we might get 5.9% COLA increase, but Medicare premium and inflation will take more from us, so still no relief. I'm not going to talk stupid on my channel. My aim is to show you all the reals news which our voted representatives at the White House are saying about the future stimulus package, economy, inflation, stock market, and Social Security raise and adjustments. I need all your support to make this channel for all of us who are on Social Security and who want to hear true news, not daily talk shows with no relevant information. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to subscribe down below so that you don't miss out on real news. We are all in this together.
This year, as West Virginians gather together to celebrate Thanksgiving, I am reminded of the great blessings that we share as West Virginians and Americans. Growing up in Farmington, I was always taught that if you can count your blessings, you can share your blessings. And despite the challenges we face this year, there is much to be grateful for. We have made great strides in our efforts to defeat COVID-19. America led the world in the creation of multiple safe and effective vaccines, allowing many West Virginia families to safely gather to celebrate Thanksgiving this year. I encourage any West Virginian who has not received the COVID-19 vaccine to protect themselves, their loved ones, and their community by getting vaccinated this holiday season. We are also grateful for all those who sacrifice to keep us safe. To our service members, frontline workers, and their families, we are so thankful for your service. Today and every day, I'm thankful for the privilege to serve the great state of West Virginia. On behalf of Gail, myself, and our family, we wish you and your family a safe and happy Thanksgiving. God bless America, and God bless our great state of West Virginia.
Hi everyone, I just wanted to take a moment today to wish you a very happy Thanksgiving. As we continue to get shots in arms and as more and more people get boosted, I hope that you are able to safely celebrate with family, friends, and loved ones this year. Today, to get into the spirit, I wanted to share with you what I'm grateful for. I'm so incredibly grateful for the opportunity to serve my beautiful community in Congress and to get to go to work every single day to fight for you, to fight for families, to fight for working people across this country, and to fight for immigrants. I know that this pandemic has been incredibly difficult, and it has taken jobs and livelihoods and too many loved ones from us. But as we reemerge on the other side, and as we build back better, I hope that we can take this day as an opportunity to remember all that we are grateful for and to celebrate all that we still have. So happy Thanksgiving from my family to yours.
Leadership on the Senate Ag Committee and for your organizing today's press conference. Soaring inflation and supply chain woes will make this Thanksgiving our most expensive in history. Kansans know that. They see it. They tell me that they know it, and they're conveying it to their elected officials. I co-chair the Senate Hunger Caucus. The demand for services this Thanksgiving season at our food banks is increasing dramatically as more and more people can no longer afford that Thanksgiving meal. Record high prices are also affecting our farmers and ranchers, those who produce the food. The average retail price for anhydrous, the basis of nitrogen fertilizer, set a record this week at $1,113 per ton, a 38% increase in just 1 month. The 7 other major fertilizers, including phosphate fertilizer, increased 9 to 36%, according to DTN, which tracks monthly fertilizer prices. And don't forget about the massive increase in the cost of natural gas and the cost of diesel fuel and the price of gasoline. This impacts those who produce our food in dramatic ways. A Kansas farmer in McCune told me the total fertilizer cost to raise corn, wheat, and soybeans increased by $350,000 on our family farm. He noted that some herbicides have gone up by as much as 225%. Another farmer, this one in Holcomb, Kansas, told me with the increased cost of inputs like fertilizer, fuel, and chemical, we will have to adjust our farming practices if we want to survive. Commodity prices have also risen. So we're talking about what we grow and produce in Kansas: wheat, cattle, corn, soybeans. For example, wheat sold in Colby, Kansas at the elevator, that increased by 48% in the last year, and fed cattle increased by 21% just in the last year. That should be, in a sense, good news for farmers. Increasing commodity prices should mean increasing revenue. But the reality is that those increasing prices, while damaging to everyone, including what farmers put on their table, is not able to compensate for the ever-increasing cost of production. The input costs exceed the increase in the cost of those commodities. However, what's good news for Kansas farmers in this case turns out not to be good news. Those prices we see on the commodity boards at the grain elevator don't reflect any ability to have profits, but again demonstrate the cost of production being so great that those increased costs damage our farmers. Inflation is hurting everyone, from those at the checkout counter to farmers and ranchers who are producing the food for our Thanksgiving tables. Thank you.
So thanks.
Thank my colleague from Louisiana for the opportunity to address the House today. This week, President Biden signed into law the $1.2 trillion Infrastructure and Investment Jobs Act, which focuses more on pushing Democrats' far-left socialist policies than on America's crumbling infrastructure needs. Madam Speaker, the signing of this bill comes on the heels of Democrats' reckless taxing and spending spree and senseless policies that have created an economic crisis of monumental proportions. As the Biden administration takes a victory lap, the American people are in no mood to celebrate. Inflation is at a 30-year high, and as prices on everything are more now than they were just 1 year ago. Gas is up 49%, beef is up 20%, home heating bills are up 28.1%. Under the Biden administration, working families are getting crushed. Increased costs at the grocery store and the gas pump and higher home heating bills are squeezing Americans dry. Skyrocketing inflation is driving down real wages for hardworking middle-class families and making it more difficult for those living on fixed budgets to make ends meet. Instead of addressing the root cause of inflation, which, by the way, and for the record, is largely caused by out-of-control government spending, House Democrats are continuing to push their sweeping $1.75 trillion Build Back Broke Act. This package would once again hand out cash to households and create new paid leave benefits with no expectation of work. However, as we all know, an engaged workforce is key to invigorating economic recovery and slowing inflation. Make no mistake, wasteful and increased spending by Democrats, much of which is being funded by even more borrowed money, won't slow inflation. It will supercharge it. I strongly urge President Biden and Democrats in Congress to reconsider the devastating economic consequences they are proposing to enact. Thank you, and I yield back.
Thank you, my friend, and you're so right about that.